This time on Red Dirt Diary, we're chasing Australia's most iconic and famous destinations. No! Cooking good with Pat and Bridget. Right, raise your hands if you've never seen Uluru before. Yes, well I don't like that. I know that a bunch of my friends haven't seen it, and it's one of my absolute all-time favourite places to travel to in Australia. So I wanted to get my friends, meet in the centre of the country, and go and see one of Australia's, or a few of Australia's most iconic destinations. Let's get into it. Uluru has to be one of the most recognised features of Australia that draws people all around the world just to have the chance to come and see it. So when I found out that 5 of my close adventure friends still had not seen it in their 20s, I knew I had to put a trip together and bring everybody out here to experience one of the most special places in Australia. All right, open your eyes in 3, 2, 1, open.
Oh, wow.
Big rock.
That's a big rock.
Nice boulder.
It's one of those places it's really hard to document because there's heaps of rules, and obviously you want to respect the rules because it's, you know, sacred Aboriginal land. But we will do our best, and if you haven't seen it, you've made a mistake. Don't wait as long as these people. Plan a trip and come out and see it because it's stunning.
Driving now to get a closer look up at Uluru after we had a little surprise, strange ordeal for the first time viewings. It's pretty cool getting a bit closer though. Like you're sort of looking at it, it hasn't really changed size, and we've been driving for the last 5 minutes. Like you sort of get a good idea of how big it is.
Last night coming here, we came here in the dark, so we couldn't see it in the dark. So we're only just seeing it now, and yeah, it's definitely a sight to see, that's for sure. What do you reckon?
Pretty excited to see it close and personal, mainly because I really want to get a photo of my car in front of it. So that's like the main focus for the day.
Coming to see Uluru, that's not what it's about for me. It's the whole journey, how hard I've worked over the past years, building my dream tourer, just working every single day so I can come onto this trip. Ever since I was a young boy, it's been a bucket list destination for me, purely because of the trip. The journey, the destination, I've finally ticked it off. I don't know where to go now. Uluru's it. Like, I might as well sell my car.
Uluru is one of those iconic locations that's really hard to give it justice on camera. It's only once you come out here for yourself and see it with your own eyes that you can truly start to understand how big it is and how much time it takes to walk around it and enjoy all of the little hidden gems that you can find along the way.
Just one rock. I just couldn't comprehend that.
There's
I've
just
never
way
seen a
more,
rock this big, and then I just thought maybe like it was a big, hard, solid something.
Yeah,
It's literally a rock.
yeah.
Crazy.
I feel like, when you look at it, and you like, especially around that other side where you just look up and it's just like dead straight top.
Yeah.
Where it just like
Where it's like a wall.
yeah, it's just literally
Yeah.
like a wall. Like,
Yeah.
like you don't expect that.
Yeah. So if you look carefully and let your eyes adjust and look in on the ceiling, you will see Aboriginal art.
Oh, yeah.
Water.
That's the echo. I know.
Yeah.
Stay slippery.
Pretty cool.
Right, so we're just going to take a quick little shade break. We've done 2 Ks, 9 left to go, and it's getting kind of hot. So I'm going to do a jump and delete. But that reminds me, guys, when you finish watching this episode, go over and check out the website. There's always new designs dropping. So when you finish watching this episode, you know what to go and do. Find what your wardrobe is missing and check out the website. The link's below.
It's still cold.
holding up?
Just like a big lizard, mate. Just laying down, soaking in the sun, but not the sun because I get burnt. Soaking in the shade.
Midway point.
Oh,
Megan's been running a bit.
Oh, I'm jealous.
All eyes on me right now. It's good.
Envy.
Rewarding in the shade. Wind's just picked up. I've definitely earned it. Especially, I took a backpack, you know, unplanned extra weight, but just so I could have the beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anyone want a sip?
No, you
That's all you. That is all you.
We ran the whole thing.
We've made it.
Mr. Slippery, long way from the water. What are we thinking?
I found something that represents water, but it's rock hard.
But it doesn't stop me surfing.
Can you do ASMR?
Everywhere you walk, there's just so many more caves like this, and like, obviously this is the only, what's that?
You got some nature.
Oh, some blood. Yeah, everywhere you seem to walk, there's caves. I mean, what, we're in the one of two that you can sort of access, but you can see it everywhere, and you just like, you can see why it was such like a place everyone goes to.
place
like,
to be,
you know, yeah,
back in
this
the
is where
day.
you'd eat. And
As we come to the end of our 11k walk, I can see that some of the people in the gang are getting a little bit excited to jump back into town.
Did someone say KFC?
Now, this is the thing about the town of Uluru. It really was designed to be able to come back, recharge, and celebrate all of the special things that you were able to do that day, and enjoy the Peterman National Park even once the sun goes down. Good morning. I'm going to be honest, as you would expect, there's a few sore heads, but it doesn't matter because the morale is still really high for the things that we're going to see and do today. Now, if you come out to a place like this, you think that Ayers Rock is going to be the highlight of your day. In my opinion, it's not. There's something else out here that's worth doing, the drive all the way from the east or the west coast. So let's pack up our campsite, go out there and keep adventuring this national park, and then find our new camp for the night. And the camp that we're going to go to tonight is one that I'm particularly excited for because the sunsets is what they're really famous for. Now I'm going to find some Panadol. Really looking forward to showing everybody in the team the Olgas. I think it is a completely underrated place and not many people in the team had ever even heard of it before. Considering how much they loved Uluru, I think they're going to be quite impressed with what they see today. With Uluru behind us, it's time to make our way to Kings Canyon. Now, I'm not in a big rush to make up these kilometres. I'm really focused on safety for me, for my car, and the full team behind me. Being the pack mule, I know that I'm the heaviest car in this fleet, so I'm not rushing, I'm focusing on the health of my car and making sure that I can maintain cool temperatures even while carrying this much weight. And this is what I'm loving about the hardcore camper. It's towing like an absolute dream. But I don't want to get too excited. The best thing to do in these big outback roads is to just take your time, take care of your car, and ensure that everybody and all the gear gets to the next destination safely. All right, this is the thing. Uluru, the town that you stay in when you're in this national park, which is called Carter National Park, is literally just on the doorstep of so many good things. And one of the big Australian iconics, obviously, is Uluru. However, I've been here a lot, and there is something that is barely advertised, barely spoken about. I believe it's so underrated, but don't get offended, okay, hear me out. In my opinion, I do think that it's better than Uluru. I think you get more out of it, you can interact with it more. The size of it, the scale of it, it's huge. And it's the Olgas. It's absolutely stunning and it's only 20 minutes further down the road. So don't miss that if you come out here, because Bridget thinks it's better and I want you to see it too. And we're here in the car park, so everyone's just grabbing their cameras, grabbing their things, and we're gonna go and check it out.
Everyone follow me.
repeat that?
I like to picture us as really, really, really tiny, and these rocks are
Normal.
just normal size.
So we're like little ants.
We are tiny little ants.
I did this last episode and it worked really well. Oh my god, there's so many flies around the cameraman. Basically, I'll say this quickly so that we can get out of the flies. We're gonna cook lunch on our 3-hour drive to our next base camp. So everyone's gonna put a meat pie in their engine bay. We'll show you where you put them in, and then by the time you get there, they'll be ready. One for you.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Everyone, come get a pie.
Can't wait.
Redemption round.
Redemption round, but
What's she
now
gonna say?
I'm really nervous.
Once again, I have something special in store for the full team. I haven't given them too much of a heads up, but something that's really well known in Kings Canyon is the sunsets. And the campground that we're staying at has a special viewing platform with live music and a few cold drinks to end the day. You guys have been wondering lately, all of these new shots that I've tried to bring into the show, angles of wheels coming up, wheeling and flexing and tucking it underneath the car, or big open roads like this, and being able to get shots of all of the cars in convoy and filming from outside of the car. It's because my new obsession lately is quad lock. I've really been leaning into it and using it to help the camera crew be able to get certain unique and specific shots that aren't typically safe for somebody to be hanging out the side of a car or being that close to a car in a four-wheel driving circumstance. So I've really been liking the mounts, and I've been using them for long enough now. It's been a few episodes, you've probably noticed. If they're ending up in the episode, it means that the shots are good and that the mounts have been working under things like corrugations, wheeling, open roads, high winds, and they really do just stick down as good as what they say. It keeps my phone safe, keeps all the cameras safe. Still haven't lost a piece of equipment yet. So if you guys are looking for collecting any content, or you want to mount your phone safely in your car, or you want to just keep your phone safe, they've got all sorts of protective gear and all sorts of mounts. It's on their website. I'm trying to get through the whole catalogue myself, but bear with me, I haven't done it yet. But the things that I do have, I've been loving them. So if you're needing anything, or if you just want to protect your phone, go and get yourself a quad lock case. And do me a favour, get one of the orange mag rings. They're called a mag ring. I made everyone in the Red Dirt Diary team get one just to represent Red Dirt, because our branding colour is orange. So you could go and get one too. And if someone comes up to me at a show with an orange mag ring on their quad lock case, I'll give you the free phone sticker to go with it that we made just for the phone cases, all right? It's on their website now. Don't sell them out also, because there's still stuff that I want. Okay, thank you, bye.
Oh. Oh, it's nice and warm.
Flying is the right type of temperature. Fifth gear with a heavy trailer on. I think this pie is going to be the best one. Holy f***.
Thank you. Oh, they're nice.
They're nice and warm.
Nice and warm. And what we didn't tell Bridget is we put this in here. So I'm going to open my bonnet and have no pie there. And we're going to see if Bridget's going to be real nice and give me her pie.
Last episode, Pat lost his pie, so he had to have 2 minute noodles. So this is his redemption pie.
Redemption pie.
If his pie didn't fall out, did you pick a new location?
Nah, wedged it in further this time.
Oh, okay.
She floating?
No!
Did you, wait, honestly, did you put it there?
Yeah, I wedged it in there.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
Give me some of yours.
2 minute noodles! 2 minute noodles for you, mate.
The truth comes out of her though. I thought I was going to get some of that, but she's already eaten half of it.
Oh.
Delicious. Thank you, Pine. Shut up.
oh.
Where was that?
I put it in Megan's before we left.
You're a dick. Cut that bit out. We're not. Pat's been cancelled from the episode. Now that I have the brain cell to hang out with you guys and explain what the hell's going on, you're probably looking around in the background behind me, noticing that is one of the most commercial campsites I've ever seen Red Dirt go to. This is the thing, in these sorts of national parks out here, we're obviously going to abide by the rules, as I suggest that you do as well. And if you stay in one of the dedicated camping grounds, they're a lot like this, but they're worth it because of the things that you get to see around them, as you've been seeing in this episode. I've got a surprise in store for you guys tonight. Not these guys, just you guys. There's something that I've been noticing in the comment section that you've been asking for a lot. So I've decided to give it to you tonight. You're gonna get it. So if you're hungry, I suggest you quickly eat before you see what I'm about to put on the screen. We're gonna get set up for camp, grab some cans, go for a little walk. There is a literally insane viewing spot to see the sunset here. So I'm gonna show that to everybody. So let's get set up, let's get cans, and let's get going. Where are we going, Lane?
We're off to the sunset viewing platform.
We've got drinks in our hand, but they're not really needed because they sell alcohol up there. But I'm not sure about the music situation, so the sunset would be all the more better. So bring in the EcoX speaker. Lane won't be on the tunes, it'll definitely be me because Lane's music's horrible. And we're going to listen to some bangers, drink some cans, and watch the sunset. So the point of this sunset viewing platform that you can see that we're walking to, believe it or not, is not actually to watch the sunset. It's not about watching the sunset. It's about watching what the sunset does to the canyons, which that is what you'll be watching. Does that make sense? Pat, before we begin, we've been thinking about a name for the segment that we're about to begin. We're just going to call this Cooking Good with Pat and Bridget. We'll start with 3 massive lumps. We used half this container, but you can always add more. I think I will. Okay, the first thing that the recipe needs is 1, 2, 8 is fun, but maybe we'll go with 5. 1, 2,
More than
3,
50% are going to get hit with it.
Yeah, you want more than 50% of your gang to be afraid.
Which we're going to want anyway, for the health.
All right, all these little cherry tomatoes are all chopped up. Food. I've cooked this meal a few times on Red Dirt, actually since the start of this season. I thought it was about time that, seeing as though the guests are loving it, you guys in the comments are loving it, I'll show you how to cook it. You're a bit funny about certain vegetables and I made you eat this. What do you actually reckon?
No, it was good. You know, I'm not the big...
You're not into health?
Yeah, not at all.
I'm hugely into staying healthy while camping because that's literally what I do every day. I don't want to let my diet just fall to crap. Lane says it well. Lane, do you eat best on Red Dirt?
100%. If I'm not on a Red Dirt trip, it's just KFC. I really appreciate Bridget for inviting me to these trips because my body thanks her. She looks after me.
It really does matter that you overdo it with the butter, and the mushroom's kind of absorbing the butter, and there's not going to be any like juice left when the pasta needs to be tossed into all of this. So I'm going to add yet another douse of cholesterol. All right, how are you going over there with your greens?
Yeah, they're still green and they're still in the pot. Alrighty, that'll do, donkey. That'll do. That's good. While that marinates.
Oh yeah, I've done my job. Now it's on you.
I'm waiting for water to boil. It's a tough gig.
And you know what else the benefit of the salt in the water does? It doesn't let the pasta stick together.
That's what I thought you were going to say at the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm a bit drunk, but
yeah,
that is what I meant. Alright, team drain. Ooh. Do you want to go lower to the ground so it's red hot?
Yep, makes sense.
You want to get beyond the invert. That's it. And just maintain. No, pause.
Pausing.
Now, this is the really important part. This one has to go on next. The pasta will be soon after, because what hurdle we're about to run into is space. Okay, I'll stir that. And it's at this point that you might remember that there is one more key ingredient that still needs to go in, which is the spinach, but that has to go in last. Now, everybody, come and get your dinner. Yeah, this is not Kanisha's favourite meal because she's never eaten a vegetable in her entire life. until she's come on red dirt, and now she's on red dirt and she eats around every vegetable, which is completely throughout this whole meal, but that's okay. I'm just working on health. And don't forget, it's garlic roulette. There's 5 pieces of garlic. There are 8 people here, including the camera crew. One bowl may have 2. Your bowl may have none. You don't know, but if your bowl gets it, you've got to eat it because garlic is extremely good for you, especially cooked in this way. So now we'll play roulette. Let's go. That is that. I'm not going to let you stick around and watch the bit where we play garlic roulette. You'll just find out in the morning, I'm sure. Because one of us, or a few of us, will just be missing completely for the first 1 hour of the rest of this show. But we will leave it at that. We are going to bed as soon as we finish this because we're going to be waking up in the dark. And the next time you see me will be in the dark before we climb an entire canyon. So we'll see you in the morning. Despite our big days, I've asked everybody in the team to please trust me and climb this canyon with me in the complete dark. Now, if I can manage to get everybody to the top before the sun comes up, I know that this will be one of the most iconic and beautiful sunrises that anybody in the team has ever seen before. Now, this isn't a hiking channel. We're 4-wheel drivers, and I'm not one to like a big walk. This is why I like to drive cars to get to the destination. But if there was one walk that I could do time and time again, it is the rim walk of Kings Canyon.
Oh my God, I've almost died.
Don't die.
Over the years, as I keep coming back, I've always noticed that the landscape and the rock formations just continue to evolve and become more and more beautiful. Okay, we're on the road again. We are really cold. It is really cold, even though the sun has cracked. So we've decided to keep trotting along because we've got a long 6Ks to go with a bit more climbing down the canyon and back up again. But it only gets better. I have one question that I feel like I know the answer to if it was me personally. I find this walk more entertaining. There's more to do, more to see. It's more interactive than walking around Uluru. No shade to it, but I find this walk nice.
A lot more interactive for sure.
Yeah.
And
it's not flat.
just walking along the top, it's like you're on a different planet.
Yeah, it's like
completely.
Mars.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, so now we're gonna leave Mars and we're gonna duck down into a secret oasis rainforest. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So it's only fair that at about this point in this whole Central Australia quest that we're on, that Megs and I tell you guys what the plan is, what's to come over the next couple of months and in the future, because the future is big, okay?
She's bright.
So there's something that I and Red Dirt and Megs have never seen before in our entire adventure lives. Being, do you want to tell them?
Oh, okay. We're going to WA.
We're going to WA, yes.
We're going to the Kimberleys.
We're going to the Kimberleys, which we're so excited for because I've never seen it. Red Dirt's never seen it. And it's something that is really high on my bucket list that I want to document for you guys, but I don't want to go alone. I've got to do it safely, so I'm taking Megs with me. But the plot twist is that we're flying someone in. Who is it, Megs?
You may or may not know, the apprentice is coming along. The apprentice is coming, which she's really excited for. So after this, we will go and collect her and then we will cross the border into WA. So if you guys aren't subscribed, if you guys aren't following Megs, aren't following Red Dirt on social media, after you finish watching this, I suggest you go and do that because there are so many more exciting things to come and come and join the adventure. Grab my arms and shut your eyes. Grab my arms and shut your eyes. The episode started like this and now you're all going to die the same way. I'm just joking. Please be careful. Nudge. 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 Okay, and then stop there. That's enough. Okay, I'm going to show you the view. See this plant right here? I've said this on a Red Dirt episode before, maybe a year ago, and no one believed me, especially the people that were on the episode at the time. this plant has been around since the dinosaurs were on Earth 45 million years ago, and it's still around now, one of the few plants that still remains, kind of like the cockroach. The cockroach was here when the dinosaurs were around. And that sign back there just said it, which confirms it yet again that I'm telling the truth. Do you believe me, guys?
Yes. Fact checked by sign.
Fact checked by the sign. Now we're getting out of here so we can go to the Kings Canyon pub, have a big feed. I also recommend that you guys check that out yourself. It's another great one. There's been a few pubs in this episode, but I'm showing them to you because I recommend them. And then we can fill up our bellies and put our feet up, especially me, because my toe is really hurting. Okay, we made it back to the cars, so now it's due time for what everybody's really looking forward to, which is a pub. This is a super special pub to me. I've seen it a bunch of times from when I was just a little grommet all the way until now, so I'm really excited to see if everyone loves it as much as I do and have a little bit of a break, because that was a big effort, but well worth it. You will regret it if you come out here and you don't do the walk. Specifically, the walk that we did is called the Rim Walk, the Kings Canyon Rim Walk. There's a few options. I've done them all. That's the best one. All right, now to the pub. Now that everybody has had a chance to recharge and reset, I'm not going to let the team get too comfortable just yet. Seeing as though this is a forward driving channel, it's time to pick up the pace and do something that Australia is really known for. And what I mean by that is corrugations, and I think that this is going to test a few cars in the fleet. So we have officially done the transition from the blacktop to the dust top. That's not the real word for it, but you know what I'm trying to say. And it is going to stay this way and only get worse for the next just under 200 kilometers. So some advice that I want to give to you is it's really important that you air down. It's going to save your car. It's going to make it more comfortable. It's going to help your suspension out. I understand that we might have remote res and we might have built our cars for this, as have I, but I want to take care of it. It's good for the tires. It's good for all sorts of things, and it takes care of the track, most importantly. So everybody's going to jump out, air down, just to what they think suits their car. We've got, people on 4 leaves being Pat, so people like him are going to appreciate this. I'm going to do the same to the car and the trailer, and then we shall embark. Well, you're going to hate me for it, but I'm going to leave you on this cliffhanger. This is going to mean all you need to do is subscribe and tune into the next episode in this Northern Territory series as we take on the Morini Loop Track. We'll see you next time.
That's not what you want.
No.
Damn, shorty.
Found the drone. What's up, dude? It's like how the exits to the left on the aeroplane. If we're crashing, exit to the left.
This definitely works, but just be walking like this.
The cameraman's like this because it flies all over his face. How do you reckon that? Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Kenny!
L. O, go. O, B, E, lady, you can do it.
I'm a fan. Tastes even better because I've been made.
Break it. Yep, hold on to it.
Oh, that's so gross. That'd be a nice waterfall.
Exactly like that. Beautiful, Meg.
What are you doing there, Bridget?
Swatting for us.
Swatting.
Yeah.
The best thing is, keeps the flies away, but you do get smacked in the head every once in a while.
Oh, do ya?